Ah, shit, guess we're doing the stream now, huh? Didn't realize it was already 7:15, but here we are. You know, planned to be here half an hour ago. Then it turns out someone sent me a broken disc for TNA Impact, which is the most TNA Impact thing that could have happened. But, hello everyone, it's me. It's Zander. Good to see you. Here we are. Um, Now's the part in the day where we're gonna really hope that when I click unmute on my computer, we don't have any issues. So Stuart and Hanzo in the chat. Hello guys, good to see you. Let's see here. Been working on the setup a little bit since last night. It's gotten a little more full over here, as you can see. Um, so now I gotta figure out. Yeah, I really do, don't I? Specifically stuff I want to play on YouTube. So I've got to send this back to the sender. And so now, let's see here. It has been quite a day. That is how my day has been. It has been a day. We spent the day getting the apartment a little more organized, getting the stuff we brought in yesterday put in and around the house a bit more, and stuff like that. And then, of course, we had the Rumble premiere, which was just crazy, in a good way, of course. And just yeah, it's been a wild it's been a wild few days or a wild few hours today. Had dinner just before the stream went live. May have a snack on the stream. Who knows? We're gonna be here a while probably. So but yeah, so here we are, everyone. Today is the day where if you got questions about the Royal Rumble premiere from earlier today, now is the time to ask them. In case you didn't see, the donations for the stream still go towards reimbursing me for my Peacemaker cosplay. The helmet is out in the garage drying. I spray painted it today, so we're one step closer. I'm gonna try to get at least the next color onto it tomorrow. Probably not gonna be able to finish it tomorrow, but at least get the next color onto it. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view starts in about 40 minutes. So whatever time it is now, wherever you are, it will be starting in about 40 minutes. Pre-show is on right now, and I think they got rid of pre-show matches, so I did promise a universe announcement tonight as well. We will get to that when we get to that. Oh, joy. It's JBL. Always great to see him. Who do I think are winning the briefcases? Great question, because I didn't do predictions this month. And that's in part because predictions get the least amount of views out of anything on the channel, so I was kind of tired of it dragging the channel averages down. Uh, I could genuinely see Seth and Becky both getting it. They're on the poster. I could see them both getting it. But also I could see McIntyre and Liv Morgan. So those are my kind of pick for pick there. My two picks for each, if you will. I also didn't know that Madcap Moss was in it until after I made the thumbnail today. So of course the thumbnail there is a work of art. Little late on that text, Ray. A little late on that. Little late. Could totally see them giving it to Sammy if it isn't said. I would love that. That would be great. Well, Ray, I think you can kind of tell by my reaction what my answer to your question is. Okay, hang on here. Just checking something there. Okay, sorry, it's been a day. I'm a little tired. Once there's actually wrestling going on, it'll be a little easier to talk about stuff. That'd be a wild couple months of Universe. Just for those curious after today. Things are about to get crazy. Honestly, if Seth wins, I hope he customizes it, like having it match the suit. So that would be kind of cool, yeah. That'd be cool. See, I have to be careful because I'm doing this through OBS instead of StreamYard like I usually do. It really just depends on the show, on what I'm using. And in this case, OBS is the easier thing to do this stuff through because I was going to be starting with the gaming segment. And then, of course, that didn't really work out. I was going to be doing the gaming segment, and then it turned out my disc didn't work, and I gave up instead of putting UFC in because I just, at that point, I was like, I don't want to play this. I think Bobby's winning day. I don't know. I really don't. So, I didn't talk about this with anyone, but I talked about this to myself. If I had been booking all of this, I would have Cena in theory. Um, Also, he'd be what, the third person to win Money in the Bank twice? Miz, Edge, Punk. So he'd be fourth. But anyway, see, if I'd been booking this tonight, I'd have done Cena and Theory tonight, had Theory attempt to cheat, and Cena capitalize off the referee taking the belt from her or something. Have Cena get like a 4 week reign with the US title, and then have Theory beat him clean at SummerSlam. That's how I'd have done it, but I guess maybe scheduling didn't work out for Cena that way, and that's just me. So I don't know. I think it's really a coin toss on Bobby and Theory tonight. See, I need to get a setup put together for for between, or if I have to get up or something, I gotta get an intermission graphic made or something. So I had one. In fact, I'm curious. Do I still have one? Yes, I do. All right, good to know. I think Theory and Cena is pushed back till Mania. I have no idea. I have not been keeping up with stuff lately. It's been kind of refreshing not having my life revolve around wrestling the last few days. But anyway, it's good to know I've got my intermission graphic. That's usually used for Twitch streams. Hang on, I didn't mean to swap to it that time. There we go. I need to have that ready because I am going to be back on Twitch starting in the next few weeks. Yeah, theory. I like how you're using him in universe being grim. I'm glad you like that. Good call there, Ray. Glad people are liking the theory stuff. I believe it was Ray who pitched him being part of the group ultimately. Hanzo, don't put that out in the air. Don't put that out in the air. Oh, joy. We're getting a SummerSlam ad for Roman and Brock round 9. I'm so tired of Roman and Brock. I've been tired of it since about 2018. The inevitable ending. Yes, that's the perfect thing to call this story that already happened earlier this year. So yeah, if people have any questions about the Royal Rumble show earlier today, now's the time. Zach is not in the chat. That's kind of who I was counting on for my questions. Uh, I will have a couple Elimination Chamber announcements tonight, since we are 4 weeks from the Elimination Chamber. SummerSlam has to be the end of Roman and Brock. They haven't been able to top their Mania 31 match. Yeah. This needs to be final Roman and Brock match until 2030. Yeah. Yeah. So, um, what's about to happen in Triple H and Cody's Treehouse Club is about to be either my most successful faction idea or crash and burn Watch and see Fridays 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good job, Ray. Keep the promotions going, pal. Because the mid rolls on these videos isn't enough. Oh, the final chapter, eh? Last match, last time, yeah? Last time for real, huh? I don't believe you, WWE. I don't believe you. Didn't see AJ when he come in. Yeah, so I mentioned last night on the other watch along that Keith Lee was the original planned winner, and then he got released. AJ Styles was only the second pick to win the whole thing when it came to us booking, I think. Yeah, yeah. And of course, who he's going to pick between Rollins and Reigns, or really who he's going to pick between the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship, you'll find out in the next few weeks. Um, Back sister, hi. What's the timing? Currently, if you're asking for a sync on the pre-show, currently I'm seeing a recap of Cody Rhodes, and it's on Seth Rollins jabbing the kendo stick into him, and the Crossroads freeze frame. If that's what you're wondering about a time sync there. The time in America, where I am, is 7:32 p.m. Goldberg's finish show here mid money. Hanzo, do not put that energy out there, dude. Cannot do it. The camera over a little bit. Getting the camera away from the laundry room door for a minute. Ray says, I may end every chat and sentence like this from now on. Watch and see on LS11 Universe every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, guys, newest wrestling figure, in fact, only wrestling figure I've bought in the last few months. I got the AEW Unmatched Brody Lee. I found it yesterday. I do really wish I could have done some gaming before this stream started. It's gonna be a fun night, at least watching Money in the Bank. I don't think they're gonna let Cody get physically involved until he's medically cleared again. I'm pretty sure there's legal stuff that would keep him from doing that contract wise. Making sure that that reflection in the screen is the window and not the. Okay, yeah, that is something there. Also the old the old TV's back. Fun fact, I've had this TV since 2012. Um, had this since 2012, and it's kind of always been the Let's Play TV. Even when I got newer TVs, this was always what was used for Let's Plays. So it's finally now on my desk here, and it's going to be what I use to record Let's Plays when I do content here. Let's see. Pierre says, I also want to say I'm really digging the Undisputed Trials of Jericho. I can't wait to see what Cutler's trial is going to be since Kenny doesn't give a shit. I'm excited for you guys to see the Brandon Cutler trial on Tuesday as well. As the dryer behind me has now started. I think you guys are really gonna like how that trial goes down. And if Jericho does make it through Brandon Cutler's trial, I'm very excited for you to. I'm very excited for people to potentially find out what Adam Cole's trial is. Hanzo says, favorite game to play off stream. You know what? That is a tough question. It really depends on the day. I don't play games as often as I used to, which it's really unfortunate that I don't, because really my most played game lately has been 2K22 because I'm doing 4 episodes a week, and I've got tomorrow set aside as a recording day. I'm literally going to record all day tomorrow to try and get through Elimination Chamber if I can. Tomorrow and Monday are kind of set aside to try and get to Elimination Chamber so I can take a week off. But it depends. I fall down rabbit holes sometimes. Like, right now I've fallen down a Minecraft rabbit hole. I've been playing Minecraft a lot with my fiance. We've been playing the Pokemon mod, Pixelmon, together. A lot on a LAN world together. And I put a ton of hours into that. I'll fall down a Sims rabbit hole sometimes where I'll play Sims 4 for days on end. Let me open my Steam library here. I just downloaded DC Universe Online. I want to try that out. I fall down a Skyrim rabbit hole sometimes. Really, I just fall down kind of those 3 big rabbit holes. Minecraft, Sims, Skyrim. And I'll play one of those 3 games for hours on end for a few weeks at a time. But other than that, I've got some games I want to play off stream. Like, I want to play Shredder's Revenge, but I want to wait until physical copies of that are available on PS4, because I like having physical copies of games. Let's see. I've been playing Pokemon Emerald. I've been replaying a randomized version of Pokemon Emerald in my spare time lately as well. I do enjoy The Sims a lot. Of course, I did some videos on Sims on the other channel a while back. It's very weird having the actual setup here now. It feels more professional of a setup, and I'm surprised no one's mentioned it. I have a brick wall behind me. Not many people, brick walls are kind of a lesser. I guess maybe in America they might be different, but in America, brick walls aren't something you typically see inside a house. But that kind of leads me to the story that I live in an addition to a house that was built after the house itself, which is pretty cool, honestly. At least I think. But yeah, yeah. So that should hopefully answer that question. I've got other games I'd like to play some more off stream. It's got to be a matter of I've got to make time because I do so much art off stream now. Um, but I guess at this point we've got people here. So why don't I make an announcement for Universe? Do we want that? Do we want a announcement for the Elimination Chamber? Because wouldn't it be kind of crazy if I just like announced the full lineup for a chamber match today or something? So, now that we got a good few people in the chat, how about I announce that 28 days from today, inside the Elimination Chamber, Rhea Ripley is going to defend the Raw Women's Championship against Lita, who will make her LS11 Universe singles debut, Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler, the returning Xia Li, and the woman who nearly beat her earlier today, Io Shirai. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the new graphics for Elimination Chamber? Because, my God, I'm so proud of how these turned out. Anyway, so there's your lineup for the Elimination Chamber for the Raw Women's Championship. And you will get that officially announced on Monday. And maybe if you're all good, maybe if you're good, or if someone donates the right amount, I'm kidding, but maybe if someone donates in the little thing down there, maybe I'll, or if you guys are just a good chat tonight, maybe I'll make another announcement tonight for the Elimination Chamber. Who knows? Right, has to be mad Aaliyah, isn't there? It's okay. Aaliyah's on SmackDown. The old TV's still here because Xander's too cheap to buy another 70. Why do I need a Roku TV when I literally just use this for one input? Like, genuinely, why would I waste money? But yeah, I might make another announcement. It'll be later tonight. I'm not gonna do them like boom boom like that. I also have to look at the Elimination Chamber match card and decide what's okay to be revealed tonight and what isn't. Because like this week, we're gonna start filling the Elimination Chamber slots on Raw for. So the 3 Elimination Chambers this year, we're going to be doing 3 chamber matches. It'll be the first time in LS11 Universe that we've done 3. The Raw Women's title will be on the line inside the Elimination Chamber. The WWE Championship will be on the line in the Elimination Chamber. And then SmackDown is going to be doing a #1 Contenders Elimination Chamber. AJ Styles has not officially chosen which world title he will face off at WrestleMania for in the main event. But, SmackDown is going to be doing an Elimination Chamber #1 Contenders match. And so a #1 Contenders Chamber where if AJ Styles does end up picking to fight for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, that person will face Seth Rollins, or if his challenger at Elimination Chamber does happen to defeat him, that person one-on-one for the world title on the SmackDown after the Elimination Chamber. So we'll see then. But I can't announce. That lineup will be officially announced on Friday. So to kind of, let me pull up the match card folder on my laptop here as I'm sitting over here. To kind of give you guys a timeline here. The WWE Championship Elimination Chamber is going to be slots being filled over the next few weeks. On Monday, you will see the first 2 slots filled. Roman already fills the slot because he's champion. Let's see here. Okay, that's one I can announce tonight if push comes to shove. Can't announce that one. Can't announce that one. That one's gonna. The #1 Contenders Chamber lineup will be announced on Friday. Can't announce that one. Can't announce that one. Can't announce that one. Can. And then Seth Rollins' Elimination Chamber opponent will also be revealed on Friday. No Liv Morgan, but Liv's on a different show, Stuart. Liv is on a different show. Liv is on SmackDown. That's the Raw chamber. So she literally couldn't be on the chamber. Hanzo. Hanzo will be featured at LS11 Bayside Beatdown in just 2 weeks, though. 2 weeks from today, Bayside Beatdown goes down, so be sure to get your characters in. I will be recording the show next week. Hanzo will be one of the entries in the Fan Royal Rumble, because I think we have enough characters to do a Rumble instead of a Battle Royal. That I think you really forget that Rollins is a face and does this whole I'm gonna be a fighting champion thing. I think you still think he's the Monday Night Messiah for some reason, because he's not a chicken shit heel anymore in LS11. Hasn't been in a long time. So he's going to be defending the world title at the Elimination Chamber, like it or not. It's very strange. See if I can. I don't know how well I'll be able to pull it off. I wanted to kind of show off some of this area of the room, but I think that's something I'll have to do in a pre-recorded video one day or something. I'm sorry to everyone I'm going to beat in 2 weeks. Hey, we'll see, man. Me and Ray, of course, going to be the main event of that show. Carnold will be defending the ARW World title against Jinder Mahal on that show, and plenty more. Battle of the ARW Originals with Spider-Man versus Captain Falcon, a mixed tag match, Rogue and Gambit versus Shao Kahn and Sindel. It's going to be a very fun night. Greg Tree, even though he doesn't talk to me anymore, is going to be on the show. Originally, he was going to be selecting his opponent. Now I'm going to be selecting his opponent. He's not going to be happy. Yeah. But anyway. It's all right, Ray. I've got brick clips, so I can hang things up without drilling into the cement. It's how the photo I've got across the room is hung up. Which I guess I will try and pan over. That photo over there is hung up with a brick clip. Okay, there we go. I guess I can kind of do it like this. So yeah, you guys can see up here we got Zander Mania posters, my 3 autographs I've got, my CM Punk poster. Up there, some Funko Pops, some figures hanging on the wall, my Seth Rollins autograph and all that. So now, there we go. Get this back. Oh, I'm way too low down now. There we go. I think that's about where I had it. There we go. We rewatch the Rumble again. Have fun. I won't be rewatching it again until well, I will be rewatching it to do timestamps for how long people were in. Of course, a couple records were set at the Rumble today in LS11 Universe. AJ Styles officially breaking 2 records today. The most eliminations in a single men's Royal Rumble match. He got 9 eliminations. Longest time in a men's Royal Rumble match. Haven't timed out how long he was in there yet, but he was in there from start to finish. And most overall eliminations, he now has 10 career eliminations. Lita joins the most combined eliminations in the Women's Rumble, alongside Rousey and Bliss at 8 eliminations each. And that is all I've messed with so far. I've still got some stats to go through. But yeah, if you guys have any other Royal Rumble questions or universe questions in general tonight, we'll talk through it. We got a lot to talk about. Also, I don't know if anyone's been able to tell. I got my WrestleMania 30 Triple H right here. One of my favorite figures I own. One of the figures that survived the Great Purge of Xander's action figure collection. Not terribly many wrestling figures stayed around. Fuck you, Ray. The Rumble. So the Rumble doesn't get added to anyone's win-loss record. The like 30 win-loss records do not get updated per Rumble. The Rumble just doesn't count towards win-loss. I think it might count towards the winners win-loss. Like I think the winners will get an extra win added to their record, which means I got to add one win to Finn, Rousey, Baszler, Gargano, AJ, and Raquel now, but that's fine. I haven't done that yet. But the stats itself is very hard because I gotta update how many eliminations people get. I have to update how long people last. I have to update records like who lasted longest and stuff. Hey, yeah, guys, remember that time Miz main evented WrestleMania? That was in Atlanta. My uncle was there. Hey, wrestling culture, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Zach says I popped sour for Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I wanted to make that the coolest moment in the Rumble. That's why I added like the I that's why I added that pause in there where I'm like, who's it gonna be after the buzzer hits a solid 5 seconds before the hit. I wanted that to be such a suspenseful moment where because the last 2 years you've known who number 30 was gonna be. Because Roman was the last person in the Rumble in season one. Champa was announced and hadn't entered yet in season two. And then the women's Rumbles these last couple of years, Eva Marie was number 30 in season two. And in season one, it was AJ Lee, which was a cool surprise. Yeah, there's a new setup. I'm in the corner of my house now, which Ray just made a joke about. I just did a bit of a tour of it a minute ago. Got my desk here. I'm up against the wall now. I'm facing out, so when I look this way, I see the rest of my apartment instead of just a wall. Yeah. After getting rid of like 90% of my wrestling figures and selling them online, I decided to move my desk to have a bit more of a compact setup, if that makes sense. I remember when I first came in to watch the Universe mode, scared, and now I'm not afraid to mess with you and give you a hard time. Yeah, you're fine. I like interacting with the fans and the playful banter and stuff. It's fun. It's fun when I can tell that it's actually meant as playful banter. When it's someone that I don't know that well yet, they haven't been around in streams much before, and I feel like they're just being an ass. That's when I get annoyed. The most infuriating thing is after a show's already come out, you randomly replay a match without recording, and it's remarkably better. So I have really not played 2K22 off camera much. Weirdly enough. Oh, that was cool from Riddle. The pop up Hurricane Rana, that was cool. Quality seems to be better as well. That is nothing to do with the new setup. That is because I'm actually on good Wi-Fi. Um, that is because I'm on a lot better Wi-Fi nowadays. We upgraded a while back, and I'll probably be getting my bill from Spectrum any day now. One last DLC. Yep, last DLC, 2 weeks from Tuesday, which is exciting. LA Knight can finally stop being a created wrestler. Well, that did remind me of something. LA Knight has reminded me of something. By the way, here's an up-close look at my laptop. No one's really seen the up-close look at my laptop on YouTube. Just remembered that. Because I'm normally sitting on the couch when you can see it. I did just have a slight, oh yeah, moment of something I need to update. Or update all of you on. I do have a I have a non-elimination chamber announcement I will be able to make. I just need to make the graphic for it real quick. So we're gonna do that. Okay, can't really put that there. I don't want to risk you all seeing it before it happens. So your missus sends you to the naughty corner of the room. No, not really. I'm in the corner by my own choice. I was not forced into the corner by anyone. I am here of my own free will, damn it. Quit flipping me off. You know this. You know I chose to be here. Also, she does greatly appreciate not having to worry about walking behind me on camera all the time. I saw that. I saw you go when I said that. Alright, just gotta get Photoshop to load up. I have not messed with Photoshop. I have not messed with this specific Photoshop document since I was making the Super SmackDown match card. Let that sink in. Oh my god. So I have a match up to announce for Monday's Raw, which I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. So let's see if I can make this happen. I haven't made a graphic on stream in a long time. And I do now realize I could just do this on the desktop because I actually had Photoshop opened on the desktop. But oh well, I'm already into it at this point. Let me check the chat again. Ray. I'm kind of upset they put a rapper in the last DLC. I'm upset they put a rapper and a YouTuber in it. It's like I saw a tweet the other day from Brandon Does Everything. He was like, genuine curiosity. If they made a DLC pack that was me, Pulse, and a bunch of other YouTubers, would you buy it? It's like, quite honestly, no. Like, I get it. It would be exciting to have yourself as DLC in a game. And I can't say that if I was approached by 2K and they were like, we want to make you and Ray DLC characters, that I wouldn't be super pumped to be like, yeah, would you guys buy the LS11 Universe DLC? I would be excited, but I wouldn't expect other people to be. What does she think about me spending time playing 2K? She understands that I do it for work, and we also have a good kind of schedule worked out of I only do 2 videos a day, so I'm only really recording for about 2 to 3 hours a day instead of the whole day. So we've reached a happy medium on it. I like to think she's made it seem as if we've reached a happy medium on me playing the game a lot. Someone asked in the chat, what does my missus think of me spending all of my time playing 2K22 when I don't spend all of my time playing it? They asked, does she mind? And I said, I think we've reached a happy medium of me only playing it for a couple hours at a time when I do it, and it just being a couple times a week. Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep.
To be frank, people on the internet don't need to know what I spend my time doing.
Pretty much.
I don't know you.
Yeah,
you don't know me.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Let's keep it that way.
Probably the best. Probably for the best. Let's see. They did add Phase Clan merchandise to the government. Who fucking cares? Who cares? And it ended up messing up other parts in the creation suite, so who really cares? That's how I feel about it, at least. Alright, here we go. I'm working through the graphic now that I'm not gonna look at the chat for about the next 2 minutes while I finish this graphic up and get it into StreamYard. Just so everyone's aware. I think you all will be very excited when I announce this match. It's just taking me a minute to get the graphic made because I'm under pressure and I move a lot slower when it comes to making graphics under pressure. Other stuff I can do under pressure pretty easily, but graphics is something I don't do as well with. That's why editing in general is something I don't do that well under pressure. It's why whenever there were issues with that's why whenever issues came about with trying to export videos, I would get it would just end up taking longer and longer for videos to come out during editing errors because I get so nervous about like, oh god, it's just completely messed up at this point. Oh god, oh god, oh god, like let's see. I still have the PNG of you to overlay here. Yes, I do. Drop you in here. Size you up to the same as this one. So the actual show has finally started in the time it has taken me to do this. No, 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 no. That could have been bad. I accidentally clicked revert on Photoshop and undid all of my work for a moment. Fortunately, undo exists. All right. So, now I will go back to the chat finally. Wow, I missed a lot. Let's see. When's the next update? I assume the next 2K22 update is like right before the final DLC pack comes out. Lots of people here. Yep. What was your favorite match besides the Rumbles to record? Ooh, huh. Cena and Steiner. Because that's the match I came out of, like, I literally got done with that match and went, it was like, that's it, that was perfect. Alright, women's Money in the Bank up first. Um, good point, Ray. Okay, so my big announcement I will make as the women start making their way to the ring. I've got an announcement for Raw for I got an announcement for Raw this week. Oh my god, what I'm not quite sure what that helmet is Becky's got on, but I think I like it. Kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. Okay, here, I'm getting this dropped into the StreamYard, and then I'm backing out of it on this end. Okay, so, there we go. Would you ever make yourself and put you in your universe? So technically I have, at this point. My character appeared on Impact this week to confront Aaron Stevens and send the message. I've appeared on screen in LS11 Universe a few times. I'll just never be an in-ring competitor in the WWE, Impact, or AEW. I'll be an in-ring competitor in stuff like ARW and LSWF because that's fantasy. But you will never see me like actually wrestle in the WWE, AEW, or Impact universes outside of like random gimmick stuff like I entered the Royal Rumble or I won the Hardcore title. Same with Ray. But who's ready for an announcement for this Monday's Raw? Who wants to know what the main event of this Monday's Universe Mode Raw is going to be? I think you will all be very excited to hear this one. Oh, I'd forgotten about this Money in the Bank match, honestly. I had completely forgotten. We need Cornell to interview NJ. That would be funny. I'd like to. Okay, well, so everyone wants to know. So it came to the attention of LS11 management this week that a tag team on Monday Night Raw is undefeated and has not yet challenged for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Oh. I mean, you can also just see the pictures in that envelope. You can also just see the pictures in that envelope. Okay. Okay. Anyway, back to my stream. So back to my announcement here. It came to the attention of LS11 management this week that a team that is not the Raw Tag Team Champions are undefeated as a tag team. So this Monday on Raw, in the main event, that team will be getting a Raw Tag Team title match. So the main event of this week's LS11 Raw will see the megastars of LA Knight and the glorious Robert Roode defend the titles against the Hurt Business of Moose and Bobby Lashley. Will we be crowning new Raw Tag Team Champions, or will the megastars continue to show that they are just that good? Oh, hey, Raquel. I wonder if she did anything important in the LS11 universe today. I like Lacey Evans, and I am unapologetic about that fact. Poor megastars against two BB boys. The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks! But yeah, it came to the attention of management this week that Moose and Lashley undefeated in tag team competition. So, therefore, they get a title match. Like, hey, brought back the Factor Bobby Roode. Well, I could see Shotzi winning. And I would not be upset. I do like Shotzi a lot. She's got a theme song I really enjoy listening to as well. I've actually got her theme song set as one of my menu themes for 2K22. Ew. So, she's pretty much back to normal, but she still carries the doll around so they can sell it on the merch shop. That's kind of what I've gathered here. At least, as I said, that's kind of what I've gathered. She's, um, what do you figure? Okay. Will we see Raquel versus Ripley 2? I can confirm that Raquel Gonzalez has selected the Raw Women's Champion for LS11 WrestleMania Season 3. Whether Rhea Ripley can walk out of the chamber with the title or not is yet to be seen. Zach asks, what is my favorite OMG moment in the game? So I don't think OMG moments are in the game anymore. I think they're just regular moves now. But, the spear through the ropes that Big E does has always been a move I really like, because I like giving it to guys like Roman as well. Just to think about some other stuff real quick. I like the double finishers. Those are fun. Like the double AA, double choke slam. In fact, I mean, you saw... you guys saw Abyss do a double choke slam on Impact this week, actually. But, yeah, I think the diving spear, double finishers, and probably, the ring break is always fun to do on occasion. Got a weird question. Where is Tony Key? That is a fantastic question, actually. Because he was very heavily featured right after NXT Fallout. And so here's the actual story of what happened. Tony D'Angelo just obviously wasn't in 2K22 when it came out. And then 2K22 has just struggled so bad with created wrestlers that I've just not wanted to use as many as I had. Like, it was taking 10, 15 minutes to load one match if it had a single custom wrestler in it. And fortunately, it's gotten a little better, but yeah, Tony D'Angelo just happened to be someone I kind of just let fall to the wayside for a little bit. But he'll be back eventually. He was actually, I'll admit it now, he was supposed to return on Raw this week, and there was going to be a big moment where the D'Angelo family would have made their debuts, and it would have been Tony D'Angelo versus Dolph Ziggler at the Elimination Chamber for the U.S. title. But then one of his guys got released, and because of real life stuff, so that put a hold on that. I realized that there's another member coming to the D'Angelo family in LS11 Universe that is an LS11 Universe original member. It's not an original character, but it's a member that you wouldn't see in real life. And I want to hold off just a little longer for that. So Tony will be back eventually. I'd like to bring him back because I really like the character. I think he's a lot of fun. I think he's got a lot of mid-card potential. He was a good staple of the hardcore title. And I do realize the irony of saying not using many custom characters while Danhausen is on almost every episode of Raw. I realize the irony of that. But yeah, I will. I'll keep that in mind because I really do like Tony D. Another thing that's kind of made me not have him around is the crowbar is not actually a weapon. In 2K19, I modded in a crowbar for whenever I would mod in a crowbar if he was going to be in the episode. It would replace the baseball bat. And now that the crowbar is not actually in the game, it takes a little bit away from me on that one. But yeah, I'd like to bring him back eventually. Maybe we'll see him soon. Maybe we won't. Who knows? I don't even know at this point. I'm only just starting to write the Fallout episodes of the Rumble and starting to write the build to the Chamber. I've gotten the chambers filled up. That's as far as I've gotten with booking. In fact, I don't even have this week's Impact edited yet, I don't think. Which says a lot. I've got it recorded, I just haven't edited it yet. Whoa. So you might have seen that. I'm watching back the replay to see how bad that was. Because I don't know why it happens, but I get bad spasm. There it was, yeah. I get bad spasms in this shoulder sometimes. And it's weird. I don't know why it happens. I don't know what's done it, but yeah. It happens occasionally. So if you ever see me just like go, nothing's wrong. I've just always been like that. For as long as I can remember. Shotzi moving so fast. Moving too fast. Maybe a little. I do like... man, I love Shotzi, though. This has been a fun match to kick us off. I believe I've always... So, this isn't me trying to brag or anything, but I'm going to brag a little bit. I'm pretty sure every year I've gotten the women's ladder match right. I got Carmella right in 2016, or in 2017. I got Bliss in 2018. In 2019, I called Bailey. 2020, I called Asuka, and last year I called Nikki ASH. This year, I'm saying Becky, but I could be wrong. Do you ever get mind block when you do matches and the story don't do what the match wants you to do? Stuart, I'm not entirely sure what you're asking there. I also remember, wasn't Tony in the ring when Regal got assaulted by Brian Cage? Yes, he was. And that is part of a story that got completely dropped. So if you remember, Wade Barrett took over as Raw GM. What was supposed to be the Wade Barrett regime of Raw was going to be Wade Barrett on top. Brian Cage was his enforcer. And then he was going to have the D'Angelo family employed under him. And Santino was going to be the fall guy for the D'Angelo family. And then, like, it just didn't end up working out. And the Wade Barrett GM thing, I realized he had Triple H on SmackDown, Wade Barrett on Raw. 2 heel GMs just doesn't work for me. But yeah, so there was actually plans for D'Angelo and Cage to have a working relationship. And it just, it's one of those things where sometimes you'll see stories just phase out in the LS11 years. Another good example is Miz offered to take Grayson Waller under his wing on an episode of Raw coming into 2K22. Has never been followed up on. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Stuart. I can see what that... I get what you mean now. Do you get mind block when you don't know what matches you want to do in Universe? Yes, that happens all the time. It's a very common thing for creators. Getting just mental blocks of not being able to figure out what to do on the channel. And sometimes, if I'm in a crunch, I just start looking at who's on the card for the pay-per-view and give them wins, and it's a filler episode. Other times, if I'm not on a time crunch, I just take the day off. What if at SummerSlam we get double Heist Century? I could see it. I could genuinely see it. There's one really good thing about this Money in the Bank ladder match. looking at the competitors in it, you've got Bliss, you got Shotzi, you got Lacey, you got Becky, you got Asuka, you got Raquel, and I'm forgetting someone. But those six I just list, I could see any of them winning it. I don't think Raquel is going to win it, but I could see it. I'd love for Raquel to win it. Oh, Liv Morgan. Shit, I cannot believe I forgot Liv. My bad, everyone. I could also see her winning it. I forgot Liv, like it's universe mode or something. All right, that was a pretty sick spot right there. I'm glad Shotzi's finally getting something to do on SmackDown. Just leave her there and go up, Shotzi. So it's kind of funny. I've mentioned before we're going to be introducing the women's tag titles this season. At WrestleMania, we'll crown the first women's tag champions. The Royal Rumble today almost gave me inspiration for a tag team that we've ended up giving both of these people something else to do. But the Royal Rumble today, their interactions made me really want to do an odd couple tag team between Shotzi and Lacey Evans. But we had a different idea for both of them. What story did you do, but you canceled in universe? That's a fantastic question. So I just talked about the Miz Grayson Waller thing. Waller was going to start being Miz's protege at one point, and I just ended up not care. I don't really care about Grayson Waller that much. Maybe we'll double back to the story one day, but I was also trying to get creative wrestlers out of universe mode to an extent this season, just because of how much 2K22 lags on PC with them. But I've started to get a little more lenient and started bringing them back in, phasing them back in. So Miz training Grayson Waller was one of them. Ray's got a million of them from NXT. Let's see, what's another good one? The Forbidden Door being opened way earlier, obviously the AEW invasion. But if you're just asking about like a story that started and just immediately never got acknowledged again, um, you could kind of say Damian Priest just as a character has been really stop-start in the LS11 universe. He appears backstage and issues those warnings, but with not much direction. He does have direction now. We know where he's going. You'll see very soon where it's all going for Damian Priest. It's actually going somewhere. But let's see what else. Some stuff just because of releases, but I'm trying to think of stuff that like releases had no effect on. Um, Miro's Giant Slayer story in AEW universe has been a bit of a clusterfuck, and I'm aware that it has. That was not my greatest work. No way, right? No, I see Raquel. I think Oscar's about to take a wicked bump's about to be what happens. No. Who came up with Moose joining the Hurt Business? So that's another really great question, and Zach, I see yours as well. I'll get to that in a moment, but that's another great question, Stuart. So both of us technically, and here's what I mean there. The season 3 Hurt Business at one point in time was going to be MVP, Bobby Lashley, Big E, Moose, and Bianca Belair. And I think that was it. Let me double check on that. And I will put I even had graphics ready to go for it at one point. I want to see if I can find these. It might be easier to go in my messages with Ray to find these. So I don't have my old laptop anymore. My old laptop is where all of these were. But let's see. So I'd suggested that going into season 3 a while back. Let's see. We're back in November, and so this would have been like last July. because it was just before I moved to where I am now. Hold on, what is Raquel about to do to Asuka? Let's see here. I just genuinely want to know if that was actually the planned team or not at this point. This is more for me than for anyone. Okay, yes, it would have. Okay. So Big E was not actually in the lineup. So I'll just show off my laptop at this point. This was a graphic I'd made for my pitch for the Hurt Business for season 3. It was MVP, Lashley, Moose, Bianca Belair, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin. And then we ended up closing the Forbidden Door again. And then we wanted to open the Forbidden Door up at SummerSlam, and Ray suggested Moose join the Hurt Business. And I said, you said no to that earlier. He said, that's because the Hurt Business had just gotten so many new members. I was like, you know what? That's a very good point. And Belair ended up not joining the Hurt Business because she works better as a face to me. Because I know that's coming up. Zach says, fun fact, when you had Storm, Rude, and Styles in the same ring, it was the first time since 2013. Yes, it was. And Zach says, we've come a long way since Sting versus Orton, Edge versus Kane, and Zack Ryder beating John Cena. Ryder never beat John Cena. He got close, but he never beat him. Ryder beat Orton, Edge, and Pac during his, or Neville during his title reign. But he never beat John Cena. And since I found these graphics, show you some of these other graphics. This was almost the Dark Order lineup for season 3 when they were going to come to WWE. Malachi Black would have been the leader. Grayson and Uno, Nikki Cross and Anna Jay, and the Spirit of Brody Lee leading them. Obviously, Brody wouldn't have appeared on screen, but he would have been called the ever-present Spirit, Brody Lee. And, let's see. Oh, here's another good graphic I can share. This was, let me open it in a different tab so you can't see my messages with this person. Just because I value my privacy with my friends. When we were going to open the Forbidden Door this season, here is what the Raw Tag Team division almost looked like. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to have to be very careful with how I frame it. Oh, hang on. Hang on. No way, right? Is Liv about to win it? Liv and Becky are alone. One of them's about to win it. Hold on. I'll get back to the chat and all of this in a minute. Oh, Liv caught that perfectly. Oh my god. Yes, Liv! Hell yeah! Okay, so this is what the Raw Tag Division almost was this season. You almost had Imperium, Miz and Omos, the Usos, the Street Profits, the Mysterios, the Hurt Business of Cedric and Shelton, the Limitless Bros of Riddle and Lee, Shane Thorne and Dio Madden, Santana and Ortiz of the Inner Circle, Eric Young and Rhino as Violent by Design, the Lucha House Party, and the returning Dudleys. Your SmackDown Tag Division was almost this. Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong as the Undisputed Era, the Viking Raiders, Elias World Tour, the Broken Hardys, Drake Maverick and Killian Dane, Gallus, the Wyatt family of Eric Young and Madman Fulton, the Dark Order of Grayson and Uno, Balor Club of Gallows and Anderson, and the Lucha Bros. So things almost happened this season that would have been very different. Miss Zack Ryder on WWE games. Ryder beat Cena to the WWE title. Must have forgot. Okay, so what you're remembering there, Zach, is Zack Ryder won the Royal Rumble by last eliminating John Cena, beat Edge at WrestleMania for the WWE title. Retained it in his first defense against Randy Orton, his second against Neville, and then lost it to John Cena in a fatal 4-way ladder match. But yeah, heck yeah, man. Liv Morgan, that's fantastic. I'm so happy for her. I'm just happy for her. It's about time. Xander, if you like, if we reach a certain goal tonight, I'll let you announce the big post-Mania thing. All right, Ray, name the goal. And you know what? If we reach half that goal, whatever that goal Ray chooses is, I'll announce who Seth Rollins is facing at the Elimination Chamber. We'll go full double or nothing with it tonight. Speaking of Bray, do you have any plans to bring him back? I can neither so, this is my politician answer on this. While right now I can confirm nothing on the status of Wyndham Rotunda in the LS11 universe, what I can confirm is that it is that unless someone gets completely accused of something that we do not want, that causes us to distance ourselves from them in the same way that someone like, I don't like to say his name, but Austin Aries has, where we've completely blacklisted him from the LS11 universe, there's always a good chance to see someone down the road. So while I can't confirm or deny anything to do with Wyndham / Bray Wyatt right now, what I can say is never say never, and maybe, maybe not, you might see him down the road one day. Who knows? After all, we are entering a very busy time of the year, and you never know who's lurking around. How's that for an answer? $60 what, Ray? 60 likes, 60 views, 60 what? Because we have 10 likes on the stream right now. Yeah, I am from the original universe mode. Oh, yeah, is that... No, Team and I. 45 likes. Okay, so at 45 likes on this live stream, I will announce what our big post-WrestleMania surprise is. If we make it to 25, I'll announce who Seth Rollins is facing at Elimination Chamber. So let me get that posted real quick. All right, there we go. Now I need to get the live stream link. Hold on. So send the stream to your friends. Get them to like the video if you want the big announcement. So we've made it to 10 likes, 15 more, and I announced who will challenge Seth Rollins at the Elimination Chamber a solid week before you would actually find out. 35 more likes, and we announce what's coming after WrestleMania. Yep. All right, we're now at 11. What is your favorite faction in LS11 between all three companies? So we're talking. So I'll do for WWE. I'll do my favorite we've done all time and my favorite out of the current ones as well. So just going current right now. Faction wise, I'm going to say people that's more than two. So teams that are more than two people, three or more people. Excuse me. For WWE, it's a tough one. Because, like, obviously, I could say the Messiahs, but I think that story got so messy after a while. The original Messiahs of Rollins, Murphy, and the AOP would be my favorite version. I did like when Shane Thorne entered. I just really liked the visual of him and Rollins together. I loved the Undisputed Era. But ultimately, I think my favorite, just out of the factions in total... I'll do the other companies first. I will talk about the other ones first. So AEW, I gotta go with the Undisputed Elite because they're really the only true faction we do anything with right now. Because Dark Order just kind of there. Inner Circle really has not been a thing in LS11 Universe. I like Top Guys though. Gargano and FTR has been a fun faction. All the boxes.
Yeah, in other words, can I have one to put sheets of blankets on?
Yeah, sure.
Do you
Take one.
have any preference?
I would like to keep the long one to use for pop boxes, but if you want to just take the long one, that's fine. Just take the long one then. So the lid for it's right here. Mm-hmm. Now let me look back in chat here. Ray says, I even liked when the Forgotten Sons joined the group. Dio Madden was the kiss of death. We didn't really have much left at that point, Ray. So back on track now. After I got distracted for a minute there. Sorry, everyone. My fiance had a question for me. So yeah, for AEW, now that we're building them more, Undisputed Elite, but before the Undisputed Trials, it would have been Top Guys. For Impact, it's the major players and the brand endorsers. It's really the only faction there, but it's just a ton of fun to do stuff with them. Matt Cardona has been my favorite person to book in Impact. And the brand endorser thing was a completely a Ray idea. And then WWE, currently with who we've got in the WWE universe, we don't really have many factions. I think we've got the Bloodline, you've got the Robert Stone brand, and then the Triple H regime. And out of all those, I'm going to go with the Triple H regime. Roman did something that The Rock had a hard time with, beating Stone Cold. Yes, he did. Hell, I like Forgotten Sons as well with Rollins. Just a shame we'll never really know how the faction would have gone with the releases. Well, wouldn't it be great if the guy who booked the story was right here? Huh. What an odd concept. Ironically, GYV would have been perfect and worked out, but you had to do months of programming with Damien Sandow. Hey, we didn't know that Forgotten Sons were going to end up released. AOP hadn't been released yet by the time that we'd made those plans. So, anyway. So, how about we talk about the Messiahs if no one had been released? Shall we? I think we could. We got time. So let's talk. So, let's talk about the Monday Night Messiahs. There had been 0 releases. Things would have fallen off a little bit after WrestleMania. You always give me the business, Ray. It's what you do. Anyway, after WrestleMania, we'd have hit a bit of a slump. Rollins wouldn't have been able to get the U.S. title off of Murphy because of the Limitless Bros stuff. That's what actually happened on draft night. And then Keith Lee would end up getting the U.S. title match. That all would have happened. Meanwhile, Rollins would have sent the Authors of Pain to hijack the show at Backlash. And Backlash would have taken place in Philadelphia. Matt Riddle would have interrupted the Authors of Pain, and Seth Rollins would have called Riddle an idiot. And Riddle would have said, you know, last time you called me an idiot, I brought out Keith Lee. Well, this time, I'm bringing someone that Philly's going to know pretty well to help me kick the Authors of Pain ass. Rob Van Dam would have made a one-off cameo, and RVD and Riddle would have wrestled the Authors of Pain at Backlash Season 2, and Riddle and RVD would have gotten the ECW pop of Riddle and RVD getting the win. More of the Messiahs slowly treading downhill. At that point, Money in the Bank would have been pretty similar. Rollins and Murphy both end up qualifying. Adam Cole still wins. And ultimately, Rollins and Murphy just lose Money in the Bank. Meanwhile, AOP probably would have challenged for the Raw Tag titles in their rematch and lost. At that point, we'd have been heading into Battleground. Or no, No Mercy. No Mercy. And so No Mercy would have been also the pothead pop. Yes, Ray. Yes. Oh man, Lashley's running through him right now. But anyway, No Mercy would have been the Rollins turn on Murphy would have been the same, I believe. And Ray can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Murphy would have been replaced by Austin Theory. But at the time, Austin Theory was dealing with what ended up being the false allegations against him. We took him off TV just to kind of keep ourselves just keep ourselves safe just in case. Just to keep ourselves, from... We don't like featuring people under investigation. Just doesn't feel right. But anyway, that's not the point. Austin Theory would have joined the Messiahs at that point, replacing Murphy, and things would have continued along the same. After the Theory situation, Chad Gable almost became the Shane Thorne of the Messiahs. And then ultimately, I believe I ended up pitching Shane Thorne, and I got Ray on board by telling him that I thought Shane Thorne felt like the more dispensable person, whereas Chad Gable was someone that I thought we could build up down in NXT, and it ended up working out really well for Chad Gable that way, under Ray's guidance in NXT. And then At that point, things would have still continued the same. Seth Rollins would have challenged Finn Balor for the WWE Championship. He would have lost because of Murphy returning. But the difference is, instead of the gauntlet match that we got at Battleground, where it was Murphy versus Blake, then Cutler, then Thorne, and then Rollins, who made his return, it would have just been Murphy versus Theory or Murphy versus Gable, and Rollins would have returned after the match and done the same thing, where he was like, the contract said when I'm healed, Murphy, I'm healed, our match is now, blah, 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 blah. Curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Exactly what it ended up being. So really, the story didn't change too much, and then ultimately the blow-off would have been, SummerSlam, Seth Rollins and Murphy. Murphy ends up winning in the end, frees himself from the shadows of the Messiah. It's really the fallout that would have been different. Rollins would have ended up kicking the AOP out, leaving just Rollins in Theory, and the Damian Sandow thing probably wouldn't have happened. The Sandow thing would have just been Rollins and Sandow kind of are buddy-buddy with one another. Sandow keeps giving them opportunities. But then, ultimately, at that point, it would have gone pretty similar. But then what really would have changed is the fallout. Like I said, WrestleMania would have seen Murphy versus Finn Balor one-on-one. And Murphy would have gotten a big win over the previous year's main eventer. Murphy would have gone on and won the WWE Championship off of Bobby Roode at SummerSlam. In that time, Seth Rollins would have turned face, won the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam, and the main events of Survivor Series would have been, or not the main event of Survivor Series, because the Survivor Series this year was almost Raw versus, Survivor Series this year was almost Raw versus SmackDown. And it would have been main evented by the one final beat between Gargano and Ciampa, but it also would have seen WWE Champion Murphy versus World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. And that's where the Messiah story would have been. Those two would have had mutual respect. The Raw after WrestleMania, starting the first Raw of Season 3, where Rollins and Thorne teamed up against, or Rollins and McIntyre teamed up against Thorne and Madden, would have been Rollins and Murphy teaming up for the first time again and taking on, who knows at this point. At the time, before Murphy's release, it would have been Thorne and Madden, because they were the disciples at one point. So really, the Buddy Murphy release is what changed things, because in the end, the Messiah story was just, oh, you got released? Well, keep the writing the same, just control all, replace all Authors of Pain with Forgotten Sons. Replace all Austin Theory with Shane Thorne. And then the Forgotten Sons got released, and so Dio Madden joined. And that's, as Ray said, that was the kiss of death. Honestly, we were considering bringing Theory in to replace the Forgotten Sons. It would have been Rollins, Thorne, and Theory, but that didn't end up working. And honestly, I think the better thing to do, and Ray, you can tell me if you think I'm wrong, I think what we should have done at that point is open the Forbidden Door, brought back Nick Miller / Mikey Nichols, and had TM61 be Rollins' lackeys. I really do. Oh, and then there was honorary disciple Joseph Connors. That was a thing. It happened. I can't really say much more than that. Literally, the only person left in that faction other than Seth Rollins in the WWE is Mace, or Masa, as he's now known. RTT. I don't know what that means. Of course, TM61 now part of the LS11 Impact Universe. Just waiting on a good creative wrestler, Mikey Nichols, and then we can bring back the Mighty to LS11 Universe, TMDK. They were the first Impact Universe Tag Team Champions. Should have just made it Rollins, Theory, and Thorne. Yeah, RTT. There you go. up to 12 likes. So 13 more, and I reveal the World Heavyweight title match. Also, so I know sometimes you can kind of see my phone screen on here when I pull up my phone. I guess I'll just show off what it is at this, what my locks or my home screen is at this point. Because I feel like people have been curious for a long time. It's been the same thing for years. It's been this art I did like 2 years ago, where it's half my face, half Batman. There's context to it, because I really like Batman, so I was doing like a cool comic cover where I replaced Bruce Wayne's face with my own. But it didn't work out as well because Batman has no beard and I do. So now if I ever draw myself as Batman, I give him my facial hair. Like, let's see. Do I have any on my phone? Because for those that don't know, Batman is one of my favorite superheroes. So like here, for a good example, I did this a couple years ago now as well. My girlfriend or my fiance, one of her favorite characters is Catwoman, so I did art of us as Batman and Catwoman. And there you go, you can see I have a beard as Batman. Are you going for when you're doing Triple H being the Florida? Yeah, yeah, and I've made that comparison a lot on TV. I just don't like to talk about. I just don't mention Ric Flair by name because just at this point the guy keeps burying himself. Apparently, we've all forgotten about Dark Side of the Ring. I haven't. Whoa. Oh man. This has been a very fun stream. So I want to thank everyone that's come out tonight. This has been one of the most active chats we've had for a live stream in a while. It makes my day to have an active chat like this because it keeps me engaged, it keeps me talking. And you know, you don't want to just sit here with me going like for hours on end. That's boring. So yeah, keep the questions rolling, keep asking stuff. I'm excited. I'm having a good day. This is a fun stream. Had a hell of an opening matchup in that women's match. I think this is only the second match. I don't think we've had a match since then. I think this is the second match on the show. I think. Oh, wow. You know what? Theory doing a spear doesn't even look that out of place. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? If Theory gets like this near clean, okay. Oh shit, Lashley wins. Lashley is now a 3-time U.S. champ. Oh, Lashley's bleeding in the mouth. I wonder if they had to rush the finish. If I was doing Cena versus Theoretta, I would lead it for the IC title because you can say it's the first title I've won and the one title you've never won. I like that. Zach says, and I'm right when I predicted Cody in the Triple H role. Yes, so you're right. Triple H is in the Flair role. Cody's in the Triple H role. Theory is in the Orton role. McIntyre's in the Batista role. So yeah, you got it in one. Because if you watch the SmackDown before the Royal Rumble, Randy Orton calls it out as well. He called it. He's like, you got Triple H. You know, you got this veteran teaching you things in Triple H. You got, you know, you got a big young muscular guy in Drew. You got a young punk in you, and then you got a wily veteran in Cody. So yeah, suit wearing dick in Cody, as I know, we said ultimately. I am all in on Lashley getting that U.S. title back. That is really the last time the U.S. title felt super important to me, at least, was when Lashley had it, because he was just an unstoppable champion. And the Hurt Business was just like the coolest thing on Raw. I'm also just a big mark for Bobby Lashley, so. Lashley nearly crowned himself as the undisputed world champion in LS11 Universe this season. That's a story I haven't talked about if anyone wants to hear that. One point in time in this season, when Murphy was still going to be around, Bobby Lashley was going to show up on Raw with the undisputed title, like the old one that Brock Lesnar used to hold. And he was going to call himself the undisputed world champion because he didn't believe that someone like Murphy was a real world champion. There wasn't much more to it than that. It was just a kind of early morning idea I had, and flesh out any more than that. Liv is like, it gives me an opportunity anytime over the next year. But because I'm a women's wrestler in WWE and this briefcase is a joke to management, I'm going to cash it in within the next 24 hours because 5 out of the 6 winners have done that so far. Oh, no, excuse me. 4 out of the 5 winners have done that so far. No one has held the briefcase longer than the Raw after Money in the Bank since Carmella. I'm not kidding. That was in 2017. 2018, Bliss cashes in the same night. 2019, Bayley cashes in the same night. 2020, Asuka technically cashes in for the title the next night. Last year, Nikki cashes in the next night. Damn it, no more Cena versus Theory. Just because Theory doesn't have the U.S. title doesn't mean they won't do the match. I don't know if they're actually going to do the match at SummerSlam. Someone was, I think it was Hanzo, saying earlier that the match might be being delayed till WrestleMania. But just because Theory doesn't have the title doesn't mean Cena's not going to wrestle him. So yeah, that was the Bobby Lashley story, by the way. I didn't have terribly much else to say about it. The only two-time Grand Slam, bad, two-time Grand Slam champions. Does that mean Grand Slam then doing it again? Because if he means the only person to win all those titles more than once, Chris Jericho would beg to differ. Yeah, exactly. Theory doesn't need a title to. He doesn't need a title to face Cena. Plus, it now adds an air of unpredictability. Cena could win. If it was for the title, it was going to be obvious Cena wasn't winning. But now, Cena might win. Excuse me. I just bit the shit out of my tongue. Carmella and Bianca Belair is up next. They're currently at 12 likes, so it's looking looking a little bleak for the hope of me doing some reveals tonight. Let me track. You know, I just thought about it. I need to track my Peacemaker costume. I don't think it's moved in a couple weeks, and it's still across the ocean. Yeah, it is still not shipped. Let me see if it's just Amazon that's behind or what. Okay, yeah, it is still just. It's in China, so hopefully it will get here in time for SummerSlam. I'm getting less and less hopeful because SummerSlam is 4 weeks away. Um, I will be right back. I got ice cream. Got ice cream. I'm pretty sure Carmella has like one of the worst win-loss records in LS11 Universe. Let's see real quick. Just in the WWE Universe specifically, just of the people actually on the roster. Carmella has a career record of 5-28. I think Dana Brooke has a worse record. Dana Brooke has a 1-33 record. I mean, the obvious worst record is Jinder Mahal, 3-55. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. I'm seeing what other bad records there are. Okay, there is one person on the active WWE Universe roster who has been here since season 1 and not won a match. Any guesses? Corey? Fucking Corey. That one was good. That was good, Corey. Honda says, I just realized Gunther versus Lashley at Survivor Series. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah. Lashley versus Valter almost happened in LS11 Universe so many times this season. It actually almost happened over the US title at the beginning of the season. Have I talked about the fact that Valter was almost the US champion this season yet? On YouTube? I don't think I have. Stuart says Kurt Hawkins. So it's actually someone on the active roster, and the answer is R-Truth. R-Truth is 0 for 28. Have they done Walter versus Brock yet? No. No, Carol, don't you know? Brock can only fight Roman. That's the only. And New Day when they have the world title. That's the only two people Brock's allowed to fight. Roman Reigns and members of the New Day with the world title. Walter has brought back importance to the IC title, which is needed for so long. Agreed. That was good, Stuart. I like that. It was a good joke. Stuart says, the world title, world champ versus world champ at Survivor Series. Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns. Truth has been hardcore champion a couple times in LS11 Universe, but unless it's in a sanctioned matchup for the hardcore title, it doesn't count for your win-loss record. I do wonder what Alistair / Malachi's record would be in LS11 had he not been released, given his current record is 33-1. I think that's roughly right. Win-loss record is in the description, but I'll go ahead and pull it up since I still got the doc pulled up over here. Malachi's current record, I think you got it on the dot, actually. Malachi's current record is, yes, 33-1 on the dot. Good job. I don't know what the win number would be. I know his losses would only be like 3 or 4 by now. Well, Carol, as you can see right here, I won the title, and then we kind of like silently retired it. So I beat Ray at AEW Double or Nothing, and then we both realized that, oh my god, it's so tiring to find new challengers all the time, and trading the belt back and forth, and especially if someone out of state won the belt, having to ship it to them. So we just kind of silently retired it. I was going to defend it against my fiance tonight, and then just neither of us really felt like recording earlier, so. Roman versus Steiner Survivor Series. I would pay for that one. I'd watch that one. I think he'd be in the same camp as Champion Gargano. That's just in my opinion. And already a former world champion. Yes, he would have been a former world champion. He would have been the one to beat Finn Balor in season 2. Just move to Charlotte and you'll take it on me. Yeah, sure. I've been to Charlotte, North Carolina in the last 6 months, so. It's actually been over 6 months since I was there now, but back in November I was there. Went to a wedding. Okay, I'm back again. Black versus Balor would be fun. Never went viral. Yeah, it was supposed to be the SummerSlam season 2 main event. Black versus the Demon. Black would have won the WWE title, and he would have held it through to WrestleMania season 2. Yeah, season 2 in New Orleans, where he would have lost it to Murphy, who would have won the Royal Rumble. So Rude was the second option to be Balor. I don't even think he was the second option. I think we went through a handful of names before we got to Rude. Rude was like a name Ray pulled out of a hat, more or less. Like, we talked about Rollins at one point, just because of how over he was, but we didn't want to do Rollins and Murphy for the world title because it felt too soon for Murphy. I do think that, like, Rude was like the third or fourth at least. Gotta practice something I do in me. I gotta do the opposite of what I did in my engagement or my proposal. I gotta make sure I don't sob my way through everything this time. I was a crying mess when I asked her to marry me. It was kind of ridiculous. That's why the video has never seen the light of day on YouTube. I showed it to Ray last time we were hanging out. Or first time after I got engaged that we hung out. And he was like, yeah, I don't blame you for not playing this on YouTube. I get why you wanted to keep this private. But yeah, just because we're talking about Aleister Black. Keep in mind, this match was supposed to happen at LS11 WrestleMania Season 2. We ended up, you guys remember you ended up getting Nakamura versus Balor. Well, that's because you were supposed to get Balor versus Murphy and Black versus Nakamura. Then Black and Murphy got released, and so we just combined the matches. Let's see here. Hey, at least you did Fiend versus Demon, at least if my memory serves me correctly. I also remember a lot from the first LS11 Mania. Rollins versus Taker, oddly. Yeah, so that was a very fun story to do. That was the whole Messiah versus Dead Man, Light versus Dark thing, except for the real Light was Undertaker because he was the hero and Rollins was the villain. And I still love that feud. That was, we weren't going to be able to get much time out of Undertaker. We knew we were probably only going to be able to get one match out of him before he was officially retired, and so we wanted to get the best match we could out of him, and that was to do the Seth Rollins match. Ray had pitched AJ Styles at one point, and he pitched that before WrestleMania 36 even, because we had that WrestleMania card being figured out before we even started the series, and it was really Rollins and Undertaker ended up being the better option, and that video package is still one of my favorite things I've ever made. If you ever want to see it, there's a public LS11 video packages folder. Back in an old channel post is a link to a Google folder that has all the old video packages, and also I can have it linked in the chat at some point if anyone needs it. Yeah, that's all she wrote. You know what? If I get a minute here between matches, I'll run out to the garage and grab the Peacemaker helmet now that it's dried. I will let people see how the progress is going. Anyone? So I guess I'll see if people actually want to see it. Do people want to see progress on the Peacemaker helmet? Carmella's the female version of Dolph Ziggler. You know what? Kinda. A reliable hand that can get slotted back into a title match anytime, be believable. You know she's not going to win, but you'll get a good match out of her. It's a good way to put it, actually. No. No way, right? They're not about to do the cash in, are they? I mean, I guess if Liv is champion, you can do Liv and Rhea for the title. Is that it? Or are we about to get a cash in? Because if we're not about to get a cash in, that just feels like a very odd time to do that. Get your ass kicked and then your music plays. Got it. Well, that was weird. That seemed pretty contrived if you were going to do a cash in. Okay, yeah, let me go get the Peacemaker helmet. I gotta bring it inside anyway. Looks like it's gonna rain overnight. It's what my phone said. I don't know what it. So everyone, 2 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now I've got a question. And that is, do you really wanna? Do you really wanna taste it? So here it is. It's not done. I gotta get it cushioned so it sits a little higher on my head like this. I gotta get the stripe and the little symbol painted. But yeah, it's getting close. It's better than it looked when it came in the mail last week, so we're getting there. I got it all sanded down this week as well, so for now it will just go on my bottom shelf down here. It was solid black and very bumpy because it was a pretty much fresh out of a 3D printer when I got it. So, excuse me. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys like the helmet. Uh, Let me look at it because I just saw a couple chips come off of it when I was putting it down. I need to make sure it didn't chip too bad in any places. So yeah, there are some spots where you can see like the old black coming through, but I think that actually makes it look better because it looks more, it looks darker because of it, so it looks more legit. But yeah, so I don't have the full costume yet, and I'm waiting on it to come in. In fact, I think I might just leave the helmet here for the stream. So I gotta get this. I've got like a metallic green for the stripe and stuff, and then I've got like and I've got like a metallic yellow for the emblem. This is a weird advertisement. So I'll do this. I'll make you all a deal. I haven't had much practice with the dance yet. But if someone donates, donation link in the description, some donates, let's say, $5 or more, I'll do the opening part of the dance that I've got practiced, which is only about the first 5 seconds. So if you want to see the opening like 5 seconds of the Peacemaker dance, $5. That's all I will say. And I'll do it with the helmet. Otherwise, we'll save the full thing for SummerSlam, where hopefully I'll have the full costume available. Oh, the Usos now have weird AR statues just like Roman. Oh, joy. Everyone knows how much I loved those. Man, the Usos have been tag champions for a while. They could. Oh, my thing just froze. Uh, they they could beat that record New Day set a few years ago. Damian Sanders gimmick was really underrated. I'm not talking about the Sentinel. Yeah, that's why I've been doing so much with him in Impact. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I love Damian Sandow / Aaron Stevens. He sent a video message into the channel once a very long time ago. It's weird to think it's been almost a full year since the Usos won the tag titles. They're probably retaining tonight. It makes the most sense logically for them to retain. I do love the Street Profits though. Carol asks, will Alex ever come on stream? So that's entirely up to her. I'm never gonna pressure her to be on stream. She will be doing some videos with me on the Zander LS11 channel soon. We're gonna be doing some series together over there eventually. But she's not a big wrestling fan. She was actually going to be competing against me in a predictions match tonight. So she was going to make predictions on the channel with me for Money in the Bank, but then we just ended up not really doing it because we didn't want to. We've been getting her moved in fully here these last couple days. We spent yesterday emptying out her old living place, which was a little house that her family owned, getting all the furniture out of it. So, like the TV that was there, which was my TV, I gave it to her to use there so she wouldn't be bored. So right now she is putting her spare sheets away because we brought like 5 sets of bed sheets back with us yesterday. That's part of why I'm in a new location on the stream as well. I've got a little drawer over here. I'm just gonna give you guys a little desk tour. I've got a little drawer over here. It's got like some extra equipment. It's where I've got my recording 3DS, which has Pokemon Ultra Moon in it. Because last time I did a live stream on Twitch, I was shiny hunting on Ultra Moon. I've got some other spare stuff down here. My hat that everyone always sees me wearing. I've just been going natural hair for the last few days. I realized that when I take my hair out from under my ears, I get the hair of like Jim from the freaking Office with how it flares out at the side. So I've just been kind of rolling with it. Plan to get the haircut hopefully before my birthday. Because for those that don't remember, my birthday's in 3 weeks. Let's see. What else do I have around the desk that you guys haven't seen? So I can't show... I tried to show this off earlier, and I guess the best way to show it off would be to, like, pull it up on this screen, but we'll mess with it later. But, like, for example, so the wall right here, that's where the Zander Mania poster's gotten moved to. It's where I've got that limited edition CM Punk poster, where it's his promo from his comeback turned into a poster with, like, the fist in it. I've got my 3 big autographs, NASCAR driver Jimmy Johnson, Mike Pollock, the voice of Dr. Eggman, and Rick Astley hanging up there. I've got my limited edition WWE 2K18 John Cena up here, along with my Mr. Brody Lee figure I just bought yesterday there, and my Seth Rollins autographed shirt in the limited edition Seth Cashes In box there. Brittany is behind me. She's technically a collectible. A very rare cardboard cutout. Yeah. But yeah, and then and as I've mentioned, I've got a recording TV right here for Let's Plays. Currently the PS3 is over here, but the PS2 will come over here when I do stuff there, the Wii U, stuff like that. Consoles will get moved over here as I do stuff. For example, when I start recording Universe, I will move the PS4 over here, and that way I'm not taking up the living room anymore when I do videos. And actually, another cool thing is actually on this shelf over here. Let me get the pops out of the way. So I've got this down here. So on this shelf here, I've got Jericho, I've got Edge, and I've got Trips. But on this shelf as well, actually, this is where I'm keeping all of my wrestling games. So on this shelf here, I've got SVR06, SVR08, 9, 10, 11, which I need to get an actual case for, WWE 12, 2K14, 2K16, Okay, 17. 18. 19. 2K22. I had TNA Impact over here, but the disc ended up not working. So I'm going to be sending it back and buying a new copy somewhere else online. So the final thing I've got over here in the quote-unquote wrestling games is UFC Undisputed 2010. And now Zander has that wrestling game. Well, look who's on the cover of it. It counts. So either on this channel or another one, you'll get to see or Carnold's role or Carnold's chase for the UFC title at some point. Because Carnold's going to go up to the UFC title in that game at some point. He'll get to it eventually. He's just been very busy. Haven't you been, buddy? Yeah, Carnold's got a lot to do, a lot of stuff going on, so he can't always be on stream. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So yeah, it's been a little busy time for me. Three-hole punch, so I guess I'll just find somewhere for that. All right then. So yes, I had TNA Impact, and then it didn't work. The disc didn't work, and I'm really sad about that. There's a couple secondhand game stores that I go to, so hopefully one of them will have it. Hopefully. So I saw it for Wii recently, but I don't want it on Wii. And I could emulate it on PS2 on my PC, but that's not the same. It's not as fun. So I want to find another copy of PS3. I've just had bad luck with eBay games the last few months. They say tested works in the title, and clearly they didn't test it because it doesn't work. Oh, do we only have one match left? I think we do. Wow. We might be out of here at like 10. We might be out of here at like 10:15. Oh, wait, no, we got Rousey versus Natalia tonight, too, right? Because we got two matches left tonight. We might be out of here. We still might be out of here by 10:30. All right, so. Do you have a Johnny Gargano top guys attire made yet, or is it in the works? It is in the works. I just haven't gotten around to it, quite honestly. Had I thought about it, it would have debuted at the buy-in. It just has not crossed my mind. Ray did make a top guys logo. If I can find it, I will show it off. It's gonna take me a minute to find it though, because Ray and I sent each other a lot of random stuff. So I will show it off real quick if I can find it. But yeah, we've got some ideas for, you know, whether he beats Hangman next week or not to become #1 contender, Gargano will be at Double or Nothing in some way, shape, or form. So here is the top guy's logo. Oh, that could have been bad. So yeah, there's the top guy's logo. I got to get that put into the game so that I can make an attire for Johnny. Did you miss the chamber announcement? You just came home from a party. No, I have not made the other announcement yet. I need to get around to that, though. I said that if we hit 25 likes, I'd announce who Rollins is facing, but we have not hit that. We still have 12 likes to go. So be sure to spread the message. If everyone that has liked the video sent a message to someone and got them to like the video, we would be able to announce that tonight. But I will also announce another Chamber match tonight, whether we hit that goal or not. It just won't be the Rollins match. So we're pushing through, everyone. We're trying to get there. We are at 13 likes currently. So like I said, spread the word, get other people to like the video. I'd love to make that announcement tonight of who Rollins is being challenged by at the Elimination Chamber. I think we'd get a great reaction from the people. As we've now hit 14 likes, so we're getting closer. 11 to go. We're getting very, very close now. We're at 15 now, so we need 10 more. We're getting there. We're nearly there. 10 more, and we announce who Seth Rollins defends the World Heavyweight title against the Elimination Chamber. 30 more, which I highly doubt we'll get, and we announce the big post-WrestleMania thing for the channel. Wonder what other villain tires will make for Johnny. Yeah, so we've talked about that, of course. Green Goblin and Riddler were a lot of fun. I don't know who's next for us, quite honestly. Ray has made some logos. I've got to double check with him on who's next for me to make. Yeah, who knows what other attires will do, because Green Goblin was one that was very close to my heart. I was very glad to make that into a reality after Johnny himself liked the attire. Okay, there we go. So I have 2 pops on my desk. I've got 2 Funko Pops. I've got the Luchador Iron Man from the Marvel Luchadors crossover, and I've got Jack Sparrow as well. I couldn't find the Luchador Iron Man. I was trying to find that. Yeah, we're 15 likes now, so we're getting there. We're very close. Usos and the Street Profits have good chemistry and all that, but I just like I don't really care. I know the Usos are gonna win, so there's like no suspense where I'm like, oh, the Street Profits could get it, because they're not going to. You know, hit 16 likes. But yeah, there's plenty of other villains I'd like to do for Gargano. Just to name a couple. Like, there's some he's done in real life that I'd like to do at some point. Like, I'd like to do our take on Venom or Carnage. I'd like to do our take on several others. You know, I'd like to do our take on Magneto, for example, because, you know, we did You know, he did Magneto sort of like he had the Magneto logo, but he's never like gone full Magneto. But going full Magneto is a little difficult. You know, Magneto's a very tough look to pull off because it's such a unique look, and you got to make it look good. Um, I would say Riddler, as you could, Jonah the Puppet Master. I also love Thanos. We have done Riddler actually back at Bad Blood earlier this season. He did Riddler against John Cena, and John Cena came out as Peacemaker to "Do You Want to Taste It" on that show, which was a lot of fun. And Ray even made like a little thing for Riddler Gargano where it was like from the new movie, the almost like computer coding popping up, and it was a riddle. It said, "Riddle me this. I am colorful," or something. The riddle was the answer to the riddle was I'm John Cena. And it got a mixed reaction when we did it because I guess people for some reason didn't realize Johnny Gargano was dressed as Riddler, and it pissed me off when someone said it was stupid because I guess they thought we were bringing ARW into WWE and we weren't. And then I mentioned Johnny Gargano channeling his inner Riddler tonight, and people still didn't get it for some reason. And it was a little frustrating at first, but I mean, ultimately it's fine. Thanos, but it wouldn't fit him. Yeah, Rollins did a Thanos attire once, actually. And I've been asked about that attire for LS11 Universe at some point. If Rollins were still heel, I would do the Thanos attire for like him challenging for a world title or something. But oh, Dawkins is in now. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. You know, we all talk about how good of a star Montez Ford is and how big he'll be on his own one day, but like Angelo Dawkins is pretty good too. Oh wow, we are getting close. We are 2 likes away, everyone. So 2 more likes and John's or excuse me, yeah, Johnny Gargano on my mind. I started to say Johnny Gargano. Um, 2 more likes. Um, 2 more likes there, and I will reveal who faces Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Elimination Chamber. So let's get those last 2 likes in here, and we'll make a huge announcement tonight. We'll do a double announcement for the. Oh my God, that was a cool move. That was pretty cool. Oh, okay, we're 1 like away now. So let's get that 25th like. Someone share the video. Anything about the new look Viking Raiders? I haven't even seen it. Hold on and I'll look and I'll tell you what I think. All right. WWE want you to remember they did Roman versus Jinder on pay-per-view. Please don't remind me that that happened, Ray. Oh. Oh, that reeks of Ascension. That new look for the Viking Raiders reeks of 2014, 2015 main roster Ascension. Oh no. Oh no. The Usos match is still going. All right. So we have hit the like goal in order to do the big reveal for who faces Seth Rollins at the Elimination Chamber. Let me also add in the other match I was going to announce tonight, and I will announce that first. The Ascension were cool in NXT, weren't they? Then the main roster happened. So let's start doing these Let's wait until after this match. I want to finish watching this match, then I'll do the two announcements. I liked the Ascension. Ray will tell you I liked the Ascension. Liked them so much they were in a main event level faction in the original universe at one point. Alright, that's it. That's gonna be a wrap. Hey, Fashion Files is cool too. Aesthetically, I think if you were to ever bring in the Ascension, they fit in the House of Black. I don't know about House of Black. They were. Oh, I just realized that you can see the TV a little bit on the Spider-Man frame. So hang on. Let's just do this. There we go. Who knows? They were originally supposed to be in the LS11 Impact roster, and then just things ended up not working out. But you may see them again one day. Who knows? I already announced that we're bringing in Legion of Pain for Slammiversary, so Profits aren't about to win the titles, are they? I'm not really. I don't know. Montez Ford is a national treasure. Here we go. No way. No way. Oh, that was so close. People are setting off fireworks outside of my house. All right. Yep, as Pierre said, after 2 years, the Legion of Pain will make their LS11 return at Slammiversary. That's exciting. I announced that in Discord the other day. It's another reason to be in the Discord, everyone. And if you don't have a Discord account, it's pretty easy to make one if you want to join. I'm pretty active in there. I make announcements in there pretty much every day. Apparently, I've been hearing rumors that apparently Solo Sikoa is being talked about to be coming up to the main roster, and so I'd imagine he'd be joining up with the Usos. I almost wondered if we were going to be seeing him show up here tonight in the main event, or in this matchup. And as I said, I will make the two big elimination chamber announcements after this matchup. All right, I think this is it. Yeah, double super kick and 1D. All right. Ray says, and remember, if we get to 45, you'll get another creature. We're 19 away, and there's only 2 matches left, so it could happen. I'm only blew up in terms of the likes during this matchup. All right, so let's make sure there's no like post-match angle or anything here. All right, well. I gotta remember to set that as their I gotta remember to set that as their finisher in 2K22. Oh no. That's the position Roman and Brock. That Brock can never challenge Roman in any way, shape, or form again. Yeah. Oh. Oh no, please, no. No, 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 don't linger on Ford and Dawkins for long, okay? Don't, not tonight. Oh. His shoulder was up. Right. Well. Oh, please, no. Okay, I was getting worried that we were about to get a Dawkins heel turn. I was not ready for that. Mm. Fade to black, fade to black, fade to black. Okay, no breakup. Good. So let's make some announcements, shall we? So after the events of SmackDown 2 weeks ago in the LS11 Universe now, or a week ago in the LS11 Universe now, where there was a controversial moment in the main event last week, where Asuka made Nikki Cross tap out on the outside, but because it was on the outside, it did not count. In 4 weeks' time at the Elimination Chamber, we will see the rematch in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. How about we get on to the big one then? Wait for the reactions on that one to roll in because we do have a bit of a delay between OBS and the in the chat. There's your first big match, but you know, I promised something, didn't I? I promised that if we got to 25 likes today, I'd announce who Seth Rollins' opponent is 6 days early. Well, I'm a man of my word. So, 4 weeks from today, after this man has been one of the most winning stars of season 3, after he picked up a huge win today, Seth Rollins will be defending at the Elimination Chamber against John Cena. John Cena made the proclamation that he wanted that final world title. 4 weeks from today, he gets his first world title match in LS11 Universe since Survivor Series Season 2. It will finally be going down. The hell? What was that? Um, haha, very funny. Anyways, who was that for? Like, everyone on Twitter is immediately going, oh my god, it's Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, the Fiend. But it's like, there was a gold medal in there. And now the fireworks down the street from my house begin. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Stevenson, right? If it's got the gold medal. The gold medal's got to be Steve, is making me think it's going to be Stevenson, but that's just weird if they're going to have the gold medalist come in and do. No, Ray, Adam Cole's not the longest reigning world heavyweight champion. I've got the statistics page pulled up. Drew McIntyre's the longest reigning. Adam Cole's actually not even. Adam Cole's actually the second shortest reign. Um, Drew McIntyre is in first with 224 days. Ciampa's in second with 168. Rollins is now in third with 141. Gargano and Cole are tied for fourth with 140 each, and Seth Rollins' Universal title reign is last with 112. So the answer is Drew McIntyre. I'm now just kind of... I just... Huh. Also, again, I apologize, everyone. There are now fireworks going off because this is America, where fireworks go off throughout the entire month of July. JJ, we were just talking about the video package. Look, I will eat my words if Bray comes back to WWE, but I have said a million times, with the fallout there is no way he is coming back. And I still find it so funny that at WrestleMania, when we were waiting to see Cody, I don't remember if it was you or someone else in the chat, but someone said, "Oh, it might be Cesaro," and I think it was you, and it might have been someone else from with, "No, Cesaro got fired." Then immediately said, "It's going to be the Fiend." Drew hasn't been champion in like 2 years. It's impressive how dominant he was. Yeah, he was world champion for a while. It's weird to think it's almost been 2 years since he lost the title because he lost it to Ciampa at the first pay-per-view of season 2, and now we're closing in on season 4. As Natalya now in the ring, let's not talk about what Ray said involving her and me on Watch Along last night. And Ray talking about my preferences in women because we're just not going to talk about it. I live around the corner from a Rite Aid, and they cleared out and make a massive fireworks store, so it's a year-round thing here. Oh, Ray, I'm sorry. I hope this matchup goes by quick. I really do. Like, don't get me wrong. I have a soft spot for Natalya. But I just don't care about this match. Worst part is I'm now right next to a window. Excuse me. I do wonder what's next for Drew after coming up short to AJ in the Rumble. Who knows? Who knows? Of course, you will find out who AJ Styles has picked for WrestleMania in a few weeks. He's not going to be announcing it right out of the gate like everyone else did. Of course, Gargano went straight for Adam Cole. Finn Balor immediately went after Bray Wyatt, said he wanted the Fiend, plain and simple. But yeah, AJ Styles is going to make you wait. I'm just kind of going through Twitter at this point, seeing if anyone has any information. Oh, I mean, guys, I've seen the obvious answer. That video package was for Elrod, the younger brother of Elias and Ezekiel. Why are you annoyed, Ray? What's got you annoyed, man? Oh, whoops, that's still on. Off camera. The annoying part is I'm seeing the mic just spike when the fireworks go off. Answer your phone, I'll tell the people. Okay. Hang on, let me get you on speaker. Hi, Ray.
My life.
Yep, long-time listener, first-time caller, Ray Wood on the call now.
All right. So I'm not going to say the comment I made because YouTube censored a comment I made, and looking back on it 2 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, probably shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Like it was a joke about the fireworks. If you want to know, I might spill out what it was on our friggin' Discord channel. Anyway, I then comment. Well, YouTube just censored my comment. They censored that comment.
Of course.
And I'm like, why is YouTube removing this comment? They censored that comment.
My lord.
Listen, business daddy. I understand you need to filter in and out here, but this is a little ridiculous.
Oh my lord, Ray. You're too much
Thank you
sometimes.
for attending my TED Talk.
Thank you for coming on to do your TED Talk.
Alright, remember, we get to 45 likes, I'll let Zander reveal the big news.
Yes. We're 19 likes away.
Alright. Alright, guys, talk to you later.
Bye. Bye, Ray. I don't know what his original comment was, but I'm now very curious. And yeah, I will, if he does send it to me, I will not be reading it out for obvious reasons. So the issue with this helmet is it reeks of spray paint right now. Because, you know, it was spray painted heavily. So that's part of why I don't want to wear it on stream at the moment. That, and the more I wear it, the less special it's going to be when I wear it at SummerSlam. But yeah, it reeks of spray paint because it has 3 coats of spray paint on it. Okay, some people saying that that promo might have been for Edge. I'd be down if that's what it was. Yeah, this match is boring. I wish we could just be on to the final ladder match, so we could be out of here at 10:30, and I wouldn't overlap with my fiance's game. She's gonna be playing with some friends, and yeah. Feel bad enough overlapping with it as is. So. Okay, I've been sent a message by Ray. Ray! No! No! I cannot read that out loud. Oh, this is for the main. Dude, no. Guys, just let go. He's not coming back to WWE. He just filed trademarks for his own stuff with Wyatt 6. Oh. Okay. So I just found something pointed out online. In that in that promo, there was Angle's medal, Dudley glasses, Hardy arm sleeves, and a Latino Heat license plate. Those are all people Edge had feuds with way back in the day. Yeah, it's for Edge. It's for Edge to come back with some kind of different character to battle Finn Balor at SummerSlam. That's what it's for. It's not the Fiend, guys. Like, if it's the Fiend, I will eat my words. Of course I will. But it's not for the Fiend. Still real to me, damn it. Hang on, I've got that clip. I think I got it in here at least. You know what? I might not have it on this one anymore. I think I got rid of it because I ended up not using it very often. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. Guess I don't have it anymore. Oh, wait. There you go. I found it. Wrestle Votes, which is a very reliable source, just tweeted out, don't get overly excited about the vignette. So yeah, there you go. It's not gonna be the fucking Fiend. Like, trust me, I know you all really like the Fiend. I don't like the Fiend. I like Bray Wyatt. I like Wyndham Rotunda. I don't like the Fiend. There we go. The pain's finally over. Thank God that match is finally over. Of course, somehow a show with 6 matches that started at 8 o'clock in WWE is going until 11 o'clock at night. Oh no. No, 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 no. Ronda's gonna beat her too. Guys, don't get overly excited. They're about to do Liv real dirty. Oh my God, they're about to do Liv so dirty. Or not! Or not! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh no. Hell yeah, Liv. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's not where I would have done the cash in either. It gets the belt off Ronda, though, and you can do Ronda Charlotte 3, not for the title. Or they'll do Ronda Charlotte 3 at SummerSlam and a triple threat with Liv, and Charlotte will tap out Liv to get the title back. Probably that, actually, now I think about it. You know what? I'm just happy she's got the belt. And once again, the women's briefcase lasts less than 24 hours. You know what? It was a cool moment where she put the weight down on the injured leg, though. So that was a cool way to go about it. What was your least favorite match at the Rumble record? Good question. The Rumble, the men's Rumble, the men's Rumble. That take where AJ got to the end was my 9th take of the Rumble. And even then, you noticed that when it came down to AJ and Drew, the arena changed. Yeah, originally that Claymore didn't get reversed. Drew hit it and then just threw AJ out. And I was like, really? I just spent the last hour doing this to get eliminated in the final two? And so I had to redo it. And I just did it as a 10-man Rumble. I had AJ and Drew at number 1 and 2 and just eliminated everyone as they came in. And I ended up getting it to work ultimately, but the men's Rumble, definitely. Honestly, if Seth wins the briefcase, Obi doesn't cash in soon. Hell, not even at SummerSlam. I want Reigns to become paranoid. Seth's going to ruin his moment. I like that, yeah. I like that idea. Oh, maybe No Beard Drew is such a weird sight nowadays. I love Drew McIntyre. Like, I know people are probably a little sad that he's kind of slid down the card big time the last couple of years in LS11. But he's in what is clearly going to be one of the main factions of the channel with Cody in theory, so. First, someone you forgot Rollins had the briefcase. I don't think anyone forgot he had the briefcase. Pretty sure you can stretch it to Mania. Cody does back in time for Mania. He can ruin Cody's moment. There you go. I'm so glad that she's finally got. I'm so glad Liv finally got a title. It's about time, man. Oh, man. Money in the Bank ladder match finally coming up. Hopefully, we'll get out of here before 11. So please, as we're getting to the final part of the show, send in more questions. Keep your comments rolling. I will keep talking as much as I can. I don't need to know more about Roman and Brock. They're not fighting for another 4 fucking weeks, and I'm tired of watching them fight anyway. So please don't show me another recap. And here we go. Let me see if there's anything else I could announce today. I don't think there is. I don't think there's any more Elimination Chamber matches I could announce. Obviously, not able to announce any WrestleMania stuff yet. Is there anything I can announce for Double or Nothing? Not really. What about Slammiversary? Anything there? Nope. I got no announcements left tonight. Who do you want Edge to face at SummerSlam? Well, I mean, he's gonna face Balor because of Balor taking over Judgment Day. That match is gonna be fun, but I'm not particularly looking forward to watching that matchup. It's not something I'm particularly super excited about seeing, just because we already got it in that big 6-man or 6-person match. And it was fun, but like, so Balor is who I think he's gonna face. But if I had to pick anyone, maybe Riddle could be fun. Masterpiece is the last word I'd use to describe Reigns and Lesnar's feud over the last 7 years, but okay. All right, ladder match. Balor takes over as main, and they were on main event. That doesn't surprise me. I don't really care. So, this is just kind of a pet peeve of mine. I'm going to talk about it real quick. I don't talk about this very often, but I want to talk about this real quick because it really does bother me. The one thing that bothers me in the chat, pretty much more than anything, there are really 2 things that bother me, 3 things that bother me in LS11 Universe premieres more than anything. I've never really talked about this. First thing that bothers me is coming into premieres and being like, oh, well, this is what I'm doing in my universe. Like, for example, Seth Rollins comes up, well, in my universe, Seth Rollins is WWE champion, and he's leading this faction, and these are all the people in it, and this is what we have coming up, and this is when it's happening. It's like, this is not a place to plug your series. I'm sorry, we have a Discord for that with a plugs channel. Live chat's not the place for that, unless I ask you about it. So that's my first one. My second one is obsessively asking me questions that have nothing to do with LS11 Universe content. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, the third thing that really bothers me, and I haven't really talked about this one. Oh my God, Seth, what an attire. But the kind of third and final thing that really bothers me during premieres, and I think people get this, is every time someone shows up being like, well, this is what they're doing in real life. Yes, I'm aware of what they're doing in real life. Then being like, constantly comparing the universe characters to their real life counterparts. It gets under my skin because it's like we're doing this thing that has nothing to do with real life WWE. Like, Seth Rollins in real life WWE is nothing like the Seth Rollins of LS11 Universe, and it gets really annoying. Like, he's the King Slayer for us. He's the Drip God in real life. Not the same thing. I don't need to know that, like, I don't need to know what Seth is doing in real life. It's like, I know what he's doing. I watch the shows, I watch the reviews. If that makes sense. So those are kind of my big three issues with, like, the three things I wish I like that I don't like seeing in premiere chats. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And it's especially because, like, I do live streams pretty much within 24-hour ranges of premieres nowadays. There's plenty of room to talk about real life wrestling with me, and then that's either in the Discord, on Twitter, wherever. Yeah, and Zach, you're fine. You ask questions about universe. You talk about the universe. I'm fine. You're good, Zach. You and I have no problems. What I meant by like asking questions that have nothing to do with the thing is like, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? Or stuff like that. Like that has nothing to do with universe. Live streams like this, ask me whatever. I don't care. If I'm not comfortable answering it, I'll tell you that. And I've done that before. I've told people I'm not. Someone asked me like what city I lived in, and I said I'm not comfortable answering that. So the least likely person to win this whole thing out next, Madcap Moss. If Madcap Moss wins Money in the Bank tonight, I'll reveal the whole lineup for Elimination Chamber. Like I'll like if Madcap Moss wins the briefcase tonight, I'll reveal everyone in the WWE title lineup for Money in the Bank. Yeah, like I said, Zach, you're good. We have no issues. Zach, I think you know who I'm talking about when I say the things I say. Typically, my issues come from like one or two people for each of those categories. Okay, what is your favorite Rollins match attire? I will always have a soft spot for the 2015 white and gold. I've got the figure for it somewhere around here. And my favorite match of his. Originally I would have told you his match with Triple H at WrestleMania. Because I really like that match. His match with AJ Styles at Money in the Bank 3 years ago was really good. I really, really liked that Hell in a Cell match with Cody, though. Yeah, speaking of people not winning, Sheamus. One of my other favorite Rollins matches, though, is the Shield Evolution match from Payback 2014. It's one of my favorite matches of all time just because it's so chaotic. Now, Drew could actually win it this year. Drew McIntyre's the one person who knows what it's like to be cat shit on. Seth Rollins. 2016. Dean Ambrose. This the lineup. I think there's one more person. Or is this it? You got Omos, you got Riddle, you got Rollins, you got Sheamus, you got Drew, and you got Madcap. And Sammy. Yep. Everyone's here. So just looking in the ring, most likely to win it, Seth, Drew, Sammy, Riddle. Least likely to win it, Sheamus, Omos, Madcap. Sammy's in the middle. Seth, Drew, and Riddle, I'd say, are the most likely three. Sammy's in the middle, where it could go either way. The other three are at the bottom. Not happening. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right, then. Guess he's in the match now. Yeah, I saw the bot, Zach. I got it taken care of. Also, I just realized. Hold on, everyone. 2 seconds. Laptop's back. Zach. There we go. Had to get the thing in there. So yeah, guys, at this point, the clip was Edge. Angle's metal, Eddie Guerrero's thing. license plate, Hardy Boys, armbands, Dudley Boys glasses. The Fiend has nothing to do with any of those people, except for Matt Hardy. And it's Edge. Like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Bray Wyatt has become the new CM Punk. There's absolutely no fuel to the fire of a potential return for him. But for some reason, everyone really thinks he's about to make a return. Oh, there's your Claymore to Omos, whoever it was that was wanting that. Theory is just a weird and unnecessary addition to the matchup. Like, just a weirdly unnecessary addition to the match. I'm about to sneeze just so everyone's aware. I know it's coming is the worst part. There it comes. There it was. Only one man who big. One, that's Braun. Yeah. Um, yeah, guess so. I love when Riddle wears gold and yellow attires. It's a good color for him. No, Rollins and Riddle were both in this. Rollins, Riddle, and McIntyre were all in this last year. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to think if anyone else here tonight was. Um, Last year it was Rollins, Riddle, McIntyre, Nakamura, John Morrison, Big E, Ricochet, and Kevin Owens. So yeah, no. Theory's upgrading. That's why he dropped out. I don't know. I don't think he's winning it. Not tonight. This is a genuinely hard to call Money in the Bank match. I think Seth's the logical option, but I could see several other people winning it. Sami Zayn's been doing the best character work of his career lately, by the way. Haven't really talked about that yet. I do like Omos's attire tonight. I think that's really cool. Like the patterns integrated onto his outfit. I think that's a really cool. I could be wrong, and someone let me know if I'm wrong. It looks like he's integrated like the Nigerian flag patterns onto his outfit. I really like that. I genuinely think Theory is in this matchup because they realize they don't have anyone to take wicked bumps outside of like Riddle. So is the whole thing here in this matchup that Drew's the only person that can actually hurt Omos? Oh, they're gonna do what happened in the women's match last year where they buried Bliss under a bunch of ladders. They're gonna bury Omos under a bunch of ladders. Like that. Oh my god, poor guy. The dude's just getting pelted with ladders. I mean, this is genuinely a good strategy. Keep the big guy down by covering him in ladders. These ladders are a good few pounds each. God. I'm working on it. Don't know why the porn bots are showing up now, but here we are. It's ridiculous, man. And it's so random when it happens, but when it happens nonstop. You know, they've done a good job at building Madcap Moss up to actually be like a genuinely serious competitor. He's good in the ring. He's really good in the ring. I like him as a competitor. I just get rid of the Madcap name and go back to being Riddick, and you got something. And just give him an actual character, and you got something here. Can't you block bots? Yeah, but you have to do it after they show up in the chat. That's why I block them, but by the time I block them, they've sent 3 or 4 messages because I don't have slow mode turned on. And I don't have slow mode turned on because there's so few of you guys that like not really a point. Maybe I need to start turning it on so I can catch them as they come in. Just like only allow messages every 30 seconds. Because like, I don't want to have to do that, but once we get big enough once we get to be a big enough channel, we're gonna have to anyway. Oh, Drew's got it in hand. Nope. It's either Riddle or Rollins at this point, because I see Riddle lurking. It's either Riddle or Rollins. And I'm down for either of those. Don't know which one it's going to be, though. Hmm. Really don't know what way this match is going to go. We're going to be in universe mode videos, so maybe you can take his spot. Stop to your universe mode, but you two more big ones to pass since two more big ones to pass since math was good. I mean, last I checked, I'm probably the most consistent universe channel. Like, I know Gore and Perkins upload every day, but like, I mean, realistic universe modes. Don't get me wrong. Gore and Perkins are good at what they do. I like Gore and Perkins a lot. I haven't watched them in a few months, but I catch if they put out a thumbnail that makes me go like, okay, that could be fun. I'll tune in and just see what's going on, just because it can be kind of fun sometimes. But out of realistic universe modes, we're definitely the most consistent. We upload 4 times a week. Haven't missed an upload in 3 years now, or 2 years, because schedule didn't start until Royal Rumble this year, or Royal Rumble season 1 is when the oh my God, Riddle. But yeah, we're definitely the most consistent, so hopefully that'll pay off eventually. Oh God, Omos is back. Oh, please, no. Oh, please, no. Yeah, that is part of why we've got the schedule, is to avoid people asking when the next episode is going to be. And obviously, people who are new here don't know that we're on that schedule yet, so there are people who ask. And then once I tell them we're on the schedule, we haven't missed an upload in years, they're like, okay. And I don't get asked again. Oh my God. Again? Oh my God. They're going to do the everyone hits their finisher spot, aren't they? Oh, good job, guys. If this were the Royal Rumble, you'd eliminate him. Wow, this is one way to curb stomp him, isn't it? Are they about to do the shield bomb with 6 people? Or is it 5 people? 5 people. 6. Yeah, no, I did count it right the first time. This is comical at this point, man. In the past, when you watch cartoons, you hear the Thundermans. I've heard of it, never seen it. Yeah, I've heard of it, have never seen it. And now everybody fights again. I mean, that's a hell of a way to take Omos out, isn't it? Oh my god. I do still rewatch some old cartoons nowadays, like from when I was growing up. See, now I have to keep half an eye on the computer at all times to make sure more bots don't keep showing up. Any more old SpongeBob movies? Not off the top of my head. It's been a little while since I've watched SpongeBob. Ray doing that one this morning came out of nowhere. Oh my god, it's Butch! Who let him out of the cage? Pat McAfee, you are a treasure. This is gonna be like just the. This is just gonna be the most interference-filled Money in the Bank match ever, isn't it? Oh, I gotta admit that was pretty funny. Where would this be? Yeah, he went missing right around the time that Butch guy showed up. No, I thought Sheamus was about to pull it down. I was like, no. I think Sheamus was supposed to hit that top ladder. What about when Squidward said, "Hit me over the head very hard"? You play that one, bots shuffling. I don't remember that one. I'll have to look that one up after the stream. Man, Sheamus getting up like he's an AI in 2K22. That's what the spot with that ladder was supposed to be. Look out, Seth! Sammy's not about to win it, is he? I'm here for it if he does. No. No. Oh, thank God. I was afraid I was going to have to spoil the entire main event of Elimination Chamber. What do I think about the Christian Gyllenhaal? I think it was pretty cool. I think it was well done. Christian makes a really good heel, especially in the role he's in. I think heel Luchasaurus is going to be a lot of fun. My God, Riddle's about to win it. Riddle's about to win it. It's Riddle or Rollins. Like, this is the final sequence once again. No way. This is it. Riddle's getting it. Funny if an Impact Universe where Christian gave Ali advice about the one more. No comment. No comment on that one is all I will say. No. Oh dear God, please no. Oh no. I hate it here. I hate it here. I wondered where he was too. That was the worst part, is I was wondering where he was. Not quite sure how I feel about that one, honestly. Why do you give you that? Yeah, if you don't mind, if that's not a spoiler. It just kind of really seemed to fit him after he has continuously just been cut short on so many things. Like his U.S. title reign got cut short. He had so many things planned. He was supposed to go to NXT where he would have won the Cruiserweight title, then NXT got canceled. So many things just kept falling out from under him that it felt right to have him just start this slow turn. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the stream then because I don't want to be the. I don't want to. I've been live for 4 hours almost, so I want to go to bed. Leave it at that. Here's a bad choice. Just have a feeling he'll hold the briefcase for a long while. Yeah, it's not that he's a bad choice. It's just that there were better choices. Anyway, well, all that said, thanks everyone. I got nothing left to say. Good night, and I'll see you all soon. Maybe on Twitch, maybe on YouTube. Who knows when you'll see me next? Bye, everybody.